Hello everyone, this is Farooq and you are at RevPanda Live. The iGaming industry is at a turning point. For years, platforms have competed on coverage. The number of games, the sports they added into the product, markets, or a lot of other features they packed into a single screen as possible. But what if the future of betting isn't about adding more buttons, but not needing them at all? Today, we are exploring the shift from iGaming to AI gaming. I'm joined by Valentyna Synenka, CEO at BetSymphony, an iGaming platform built by a team with over a decade of experience in Tier 1 markets, working with brands like William Hill and Caesars. We're going to discuss their revolutionary flexible ownership model, their strategic focus on the African market, and how their multi-agent conversational AI technology works. Valentyna, it's great to have you with us today. How are you? How is everything going?
Hi, great to be here finally. We have been looking forward to this, and we are in Gdynia. Should I mention about this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So for everyone, before we jump into the serious stuff, Valentyna just completed Gdynia Ironman 70.3. It is one of the toughest endurance competitions on earth. And first of all, congratulations. How was the race? How was the experience for you? Please tell us more about it.
Okay, I can talk hours about that. You have to stop me on time. I completed 70.3 Gdynia. It's not my first race. I wasn't going in my best shape over there, so I have some physical conditions at this moment, but a race is the race and you go with what you have. So I had zero expectations. Happy to finish the line. I was dreaming about that since early morning yesterday. I completed, not happy with the result. I'm never happy, to be honest, even if I have podium places. So, but universe got a surprise for me, or I had some points in my karma, Ironman karma. So I got the qualification for the World Championship in 2027. And it will be my 5th World Championship to participate. So I'm really grateful to Gdynia. You were really nice and welcoming to me.
Amazing. Congratulations one more time. And as you know, I live in the neighboring city, Gdansk. And it is kind of a tradition here. Whenever there's Ironman, it rains. I think you got also in the afternoon a little bit of rain, right?
Yes, kind of. But I got the medal. See, this is how the medal looks like. I think you've seen. I hope to surprise you, but it seems like you've seen it already.
Everyone.
Yeah, it's a lot of sweat and blood and sleepless mornings and nights. So here it is.
We have here, as you see, the Kashubian patterns. Beautiful.
Beautiful medal. I love it.
This will be an inspiration for me. Because just at the weekend, I did like 56 kilometers of biking. So
really?
I think I will be ready in 2030.
No, not 30. I will, look, guys, everyone and ladies, I have got the idea. Of course, Ironmans are difficult and require a lot of commitment and time. So, sorry, I'm just like an obsessed person. But you can have a glimpse of that by participating in a short course try in Ironman and take only one part of 3 disciplines. It's called relay. And I think I'm ready I will start soon the calling for a couple of teams I would like to subscribe for next year and this kind of have team building or nice business meetings like we did here before Gdynia event. So to combine a good productive work and to have some really cool fun and memorable. And perhaps after that, you will try to do a full stuff on your own. So join us. We need cyclers.
I would love that. You just inspired me for another idea. Maybe we could do iGaming events more like experience-based, because now people are running away from all those, parties, cocktails, loud music, and so on. They want to do things that they really enjoy, and they experience things in different locations. So maybe this could be the next thing, right?
Absolutely. I will advise and we can communicate what's possible, because it's nice when you're watching the event, what is normal in the industry. Yeah, we just had this championship finally, the finals happening yesterday, but it's nice that you're part of it. It's even better.
I see. Well, I'm also curious about your journey in iGaming, Valentyna. How did you end up in our industry?
Oh, totally unplanned. So I come from art and fashion, and then I ended up in IT for over 15 years ago. And we have, with my husband, a tech company, and we are doing software development in different industries. But we came into gaming over 10 years ago. We were kind of lucky, and we could prove ourselves. Our first client was Ladbrokes Squirrel immediately. And we just delivered. We delivered a very complex product for them, couple of parts of the platform. And this is how we gained the reputation. And this is how we got into this tier one operators like Caesars, William Hill, Ladbrokes Squirrel, and not just tier one. Of course, others also work with us. And this is how we got there. We just managed to deliver complexity in the projects. We have good people. We are like a lot of people company, and we keep people with us for years. We have a lot of people that are over 10 years with us, or even 15 years. So and we deliver in the crisis situation, and this is what brought us reputation.
Right. Our industry is always in some kind of chaos with the regulations, new markets, new technologies, and so on. And player experience always changes. Their demands are changing all the time. So we are kind of in that, very dynamic situation, isn't it?
Yeah, it's changing every day, and you have to be able to switch and adapt.
Right.
And this is what actually also sports give me and teaches me.
I actually wanted to ask you about that. Like before iGaming, you define yourself more of an endurance athlete. So where this passion coming from, and also how does it affect your leadership, how you lead your teams?
I started sport just 5 years ago. I am into triathlon 5 years. But I started from a story. I was a workaholic, like absolutely obsessed workaholic, and got to the point of burnout, like a lot of us. And from that burnout, I came out with the idea, look, I have to dilute my energy a little bit into something else. And this was sport. And I got very deep into that. As you know, you have to really, with endurance sport like triathlon, commit for at least 15 hours of training per week. It's without all logistical part that comes to that as well. So it ends up with a much higher number. But I found my peace over there, my clearance of mind. And this is what makes me even more productive, to be honest, at the end. And I have insights and teaching almost every day. Like yesterday race, after the race, I was like half an hour in the shower, and I was like going into what did I learn this time, and what can I bring with me back to life, back to business, back to teams. So I love these insights.
That's amazing. I just take it as an inspiration, as I said before. So next time we talk, I hope I will also accomplish some sports or endurance things.
It really changed your mindset. You can know a lot of things, be aware, but you have to live through that. And this micro learnings on each training. Do you think I like training? No, 80% of the time I hate going out on the training when it's dark, when I'm tired, when I'm in the business trip. Nobody cares about it. It's just excuses. You just have to do it. And this is what makes you disciplined in all other aspects of your life. And just it's like a good practicing training.
Right. One more thing, everyone. Valentyna is a great person to hang out because she can look at your face and she can say, hey, your iron levels are down. You gotta take more iron. So she can really come up with great, health tips. So, find her at the next iGaming event. By the way, you guys are going to SBC Lisbon, right?
Yes, we are going to SBC Lisbon. See you over there. Happy to meet you. And also ICE and I guess Malta Sigma. So all of the events are coming.
Busy schedule. All right, then let's talk about BetSymphony because there are a lot of things that I want to learn myself. And some of our viewers today, they may not hear about the company yet, yeah? So maybe we can explain, what BetSymphony does for those first timers.
Okay, BetSymphony is a new iGaming platform, but as we said earlier, it comes not just from us coming from nowhere. We did have an experience. We've been building the products for years, and we gained this knowledge, and we understood the market, and we thought, okay, we know where is the gap. Let's make a platform. We know there are many platforms on the market. It's a high competition, everybody knows. What we bring is this experience in tech, deep tech, So it's a solid, good performing platform with all must-haves. It's a must-be, right? Then on top of that, since we are into AI also before all these AI trends, so we have a little bit understanding of AI and now leveraging it faster because of the upcoming technologies, we've added this conversational AI layer on top for the better experience. So this is the second thing. But we thought it's still not enough. And we wanted to have a different model business-wise. Because, for years working in this industry, always heard, unfortunately, operators always complaining on the platform providers because of, revenue shares, they're always high because of the long time to market on the features that they would like to have and so on. So they were complaining. And we thought, we want to do it differently. So we offer, no revenue share model. So there is no revenue share and you can get your source code. So you can get your full ownership of the platform, take a control on your destiny.
So can we say that the flexible ownership model was the real idea behind the product, or did you see some other problems in the market and you decided to build this platform?
Other problems is there are platforms, as I said, operating, but time to market for operators, if they want to have any changes, is always long. It takes sometimes a couple of months if you want something. And if you get it, also other clients will also get it. So it's harder to differentiate. We knew that operators don't have enough freedom and flexibility. And this is what we wanted to offer. And our whole branding is around, I hope you will see it on the screen, is around, I'm a fan of Greek mythology, and there is such a figure, Prometheus. And Prometheus, he stole the fire from Olympic gods. In this case, we kind of put the metaphor on platform providers and give it to people. So we want operators to have this freedom on their destiny, on their control on what they have within their feature set, and have more opportunities into growth, so having no revenue share.
Well, it is actually kind of democratizing the technology, because a few platforms, they hold all those big technologies, the trendy, advanced technologies. And now what you're doing is a little bit more of, giving into the hands of people. I really like that idea. And the launch is coming up. I would like to ask you about the launch. And as far as I know that you have great expectations, people have expectations too. And I was wondering, why do you think this is the right moment?
The right moment because we finished finally our platform. It took us a little bit longer to develop than we thought. And we always wanted to have this, as you say, I like the word democratize, give these opportunities. So
there's nothing like a mythology-related concept.
No, I hope we will be not eaten like a Prometheus after that. Okay. Because I'm sure we will not be liked for this democratizing of this closed circle software. But this is how the whole market is developing, guys. This is where, at the end, it should have happened sooner or later. But there are other things coming up, so you just have to adjust to the market trends. So we also noticed, by the way, that, source code ownership is also coming with responsibility. Obviously, you have to run it. So we are also ready to train. We don't just give you source code and do whatever you want. We do offer the support and full training and transfer and even co-running with a client, or hiring even for client and training those people so they know how to run the platform, because not all operators are ready and have enough in-house team to do it. So we do it really with care. This is what our core business, where we come from, is professional services. We know how to help people to develop the custom solutions. That's why there is this heart. So we do offer this with the care and with the support. It's not just selling and saying goodbye.
Right. So you're not just giving people the technology and walk away. You actually
go and struggle.
And also you have a history of working with all those big brands. I mean, they would not work with you if you didn't deliver. So probably there are a lot of things that you want to share with those brands that are going to join you. So it's really lovely to hear. And I want to ask you something very direct, because you communicate your focus in African market. So when we see platforms, they launch their products, they mostly go for Europe. Why Africa?
Why Africa? It's just happened like historically. The product is fully operatable and working for European, suitable for European markets. But we did happen to have a certain experience, and particularly our front end of the solution is so much tuned for great performance on African markets that becomes more attractive. Why? Because the front end we have for solution has been already live and operating earlier even and proven itself on the more than 15 African countries, and it requires particularity. It's not that easy to run because devices over there are very different than European. They are less lower end. The internet is less good, so it adds extra complexity. And with this extra complexity, front end still can perform. That's the reason. So it's just
Absolutely.
a great benefit.
Absolutely. I just wanted to ask that directly because there are a lot of challenges. As you say, it is heavily mobile-led market, and also the internet speed is not the best. So as a platform, you really need to deliver. So you just start like an Ironman race. You just start at the hardest one, and then later, of course, you can deliver in Europe. But Africa is very particular. So really great job. I'm looking forward to hearing all the feedback from the market when the launch is happening.
Launch has happened, the first phases actually. We launched on Western African country. It's going really smooth. We hope to be live, to be honest, earlier, but on some reasons, it has been postponed for 6 months, but we come with more integrations, richer features, and it's going all smooth and fingers crossed.
You use the time effectively, so it's great to hear.
We didn't lose time.
And as you know, there are a lot of platforms out there. I'm really curious if you can say it maybe like a non-technical way for me. What does BetSymphony offer that operators may not find in a traditional platform setup out there? You go to an iGaming event, you see a lot of providers and so on. What do you do better than them?
So again, BetSymphony iGaming platform consists of a couple of modules. So we have front end, we have back end, we have separately mobile app application versions. We have conversational layer, which is BetHarmony, which is AI agent for players. We have data warehouse as well. Platform can be sold in modules, what is often a request, by the way. And it's at its core, if you take out the AI conversational layer, it's a solid, good performing, scalable, takes very high load, pretty rich in features and customization for those who need it. We even have horse racing, by the way, which is not always a case. So solid. What makes it special and different is AI. We do use ourselves a lot of AI in operation and in development. We can talk about that later. But AI conversational layer with BetHarmony is like a chat GPT for players, but in iGaming, but which is compliant with the regulations within this environment of the operator, because there are regulations and the guardrails you have to stay within, and that is running efficiently. It doesn't mean it goes and spends tons of tokens. It's also important. So we use more advanced technology methods, multi-agentic RAG as well. So that makes it special. And I believe this is the future, because sports books always look like they looked forever. So nothing has changed, just like the colors, buttons. But it's about time. I think the interfaces are going to shift with evolution of AI.
Valentyna, everything you have said so far, they all scream like a lot of innovation. So I can see that innovation is a great part of your company culture. Can you tell me what is behind that?
We love innovation. Also, me and my husband, they are big drivers of innovation, and we always push for this and do a lot of investment in the R&D. It's not always working because it's always innovation and you don't know how it turns out. With AI, we are super passionate believers. This is the way the whole world is moving, and we see undeniable numbers. We will not go into that. But we started working with this much earlier. So in the company within, innovation is one of our values. So this is important not to get stuck on something you're used to do. And this trend of this agility and openness and being able to try something new is just like becoming so important. What you knew 2 months ago might be totally not relevant. And your old knowledge could be like a showstopper for you to move forward. So where is this balance? It's really hard to balance and navigate.
Valentyna, I can see the passion. Like as you're speaking about the product, the market, and what you're delivering, like it's really coming out of your, with the verse that you're telling me. Even you have the Ironman hangover, so that's just incredible. It usually doesn't happen, in the, let's say, mainstream providers, because they are too big to really care about the customers sometimes, let's call it. But you sound like more a boutique solution. Can we call it that way?
For now, we are boutique solution because we are not that big and known some big providers. Let's see how it goes. But we want to democratize. We want to make it accessible and more affordable for others to be in this field. And create a healthy competition. Why not?
Absolutely. And I also want to come back to the innovation topic, because as you observe in the market, there are real meaningful innovations and there are also fashionable technology updates. How do you distinguish, between those two?
It has always been like people are smart, if you cannot make it, fake it.
Yeah.
So just to have some kind of advantage for some time until people realize what is really behind. I'm always watching now precisely watching on the market, of course, what is happening with AI and closer on experience AI multi-agentic approach, what we are doing with BetHarmony. And I can say with AI, a lot are more saying and using it as a buzzword than actually doing. I don't know why. Some companies, of course, the bigger players, they have more opportunities in investment. It costs a lot of money. Like really, AI is expensive. And now it's becoming easier and easier, but not everybody can afford it. However, if you don't start using on a smaller level, you will not be able, it's like you still have to crawl a little bit, then walk a little bit, then run, and then you can do like half marathon or whatever. So you cannot suddenly, even if you're given the technology, you suddenly do a marathon. It requires all this change. So I think companies are trying. And particularly with AI, yes, some are marketing words, but eventually everybody will be forced to go that way in order to not to lose the positions.
A good part of your technology is actually coming from AI. Of course, you added your own experience into the product and what you hear from the operators from the market. But I can see that, apart from having AI in our daily lives, iGaming companies, they heavily use this technology. And do you think that there are still some certain things that the industry misunderstood about AI use and its real potential?
The potential is high. Where we see, some companies start implementing and using on some smaller things, carefully prototyping overall. Boosting a little bit, that's good. Some are, of course, more into that, and they've been already earlier. So I know some companies in responsible gaming already also earlier before the wave, they were also using it, and they're pretty good getting there on the fraud detection level. But there is, people are careful because with all the amazing opportunities that AI has given, the governance of AI, the control, is really also important, because before letting it in with all the opportunities, you have to put the proper guardrails to be able to control, because the mistake can be still high. And I think this is what makes companies more cautious as well to implement on more enterprise levels.
All right. And I'm sure that there are still some, practical values that companies are missing, because as you said, like it stayed as the buzzword level and then it is improving. This is great to see in the market. But where do you see the greatest practical value? Is it player experience, operations, support, personalization? What do you think?
It's across all the levels. For now, has been successfully already implemented, let's say, on customer support. I think a lot of companies are using customer support and they have this boost with AI. A lot I see. It's not very complex, let's say, and it's like the quickest win. We know that up to 50 to 70% of customer support tickets can be resolved successfully with AI, and just much more complex work transferred to agents, human agents. This is easy. For example, this is no problem. I think a lot are using this. Then boosting development, like some companies still have, of course, they do have tech teams, and it's no wonder you can, I know, with Copilot or some other means, I don't know what you are guys using, but it's also pretty easy. We do it across our own teams, having a significant boost. This is as well, I think, accepted, understood. Prototyping, quick prototyping, super easy. Personalization has been always a big desire of everyone, and everybody was talking personalization. But in a couple of years ago, it was complex to do.
Yeah.
With these newer technologies, it's like nicer and easier to do, and this is where all is coming. And I believe there will be even games created on the fly up to your needs, and then like reading intuitively what you like, the color, the scheme, the type of game. So just to have this new level of user experience.
I always say, Valentyna, that we live in great times. We are so lucky to be alive because we see all these technologies and everything. And I believe personalization will go to a certain level that we see from the sci-fi movies.
Yeah.
That's really the case because the computational technology is advancing super fast. We also try to adjust the energy to feed them, and technology, as you say, AI is writing its own code right now. So
Yes.
It is an exponential growth. And yeah, there are a lot of different fields to explore. But can we say that BetHarmony was created not because AI became a trend, but because you saw an actual problem?
Yeah. We saw the gap while working on the market. We saw the gap on the, I would say, user experience side. I used to be head of design and user experience previously. And then it was all the same. It was kind of all the same, but why not to have like as this VIP concierge, which is like accessible for every user? And this is how we came up with this opportunity of having kind of a ChatGPT on the player side, which is more tuned in the context of what we are doing. Because with BetHarmony, for example, if you ask within this environment, what is a pizza recipe, we kind of will say, hey, go to ChatGPT and ask it. We are here to support you in your player experience.
That's a great example.
Not to waste the tokens for the operators.
I think everybody will remember this experience from this podcast. Let's also talk about the player's point of view. Let's say that I'm a player, I go to a website based on your technology, and for the first time, what would feel different from the first moment?
It's communication and conversational style. Like if you would know nothing about playing or like searching for a sport event that you would like to put a bet on just for fun with your friend. So it's like very easy to navigate. Like you can ask, hey, would you suggest me? Or like, oh, I like these players, like what is upcoming? Can I put a bet? So it is very in a conversational human style, fast, efficient. We use RAG technology, means we are not generative. So there is no hallucination. There is no coming up on something that operator doesn't have on his side. So we use all the data that is coming from the feed as much as possible. It's taking this data and then just adding a layer of generative part. So it feels more easier as a human. This avoids hallucination. So you can start talking instantly in any languages. So it adapts to any language you speak. On the fly. You can talk, like these days is like very popular. We can, that gives another layer of entertainment for you. So you can ask anything within this environment, give me a suggestion or how the team was playing last time. So you don't have to open other pop-ups website like players are doing. You can ask any customer support question if customer support is as well integrated. So it's all in one experience, like VIP concierge that can support you and all the needs across this whole user experience journey.
Can we hear more examples? Because, it's so exciting what you're telling me. So maybe you can tell more, what can a player actually do through a conversation with BetHarmony?
Yes, for example, we can, if we both operator has both casino and betting sites, you can either ask like, oh, I would like to have a game with scary music, let's say. It's pretty subjective, like nobody knows. There is no data field in the provider that has a scary music. So it uses AI to analyze and will give you some suggestions on the play. I'm giving the funny ones, but you can select by operator, or you can say, I like soft Swiss, scary, I don't know, the most popular, let's say. So it is giving opportunity of suggesting of the very complex queries that you normally would not be able to do. It can also send some notifications from operators. Like it's not only me asking you and then getting requests, but also on time notifying, like with responsible gaming as well. Okay, hey, seems like you been playing a little bit too much, so we will be disabling you. So it's like more this type of as well communication, or sending, oh, you put a reminder for tonight's game, so don't forget about that. So it is all like this. And next level, what we are now launching, because it's in a conversational window that is popping up on the side from the normal traditional front end. Perhaps we will show it, but we are developing the next level of full sports book experience, where everything you see is just like very highly customizable. Only the widgets that you are interested in, most probably, because we know about your history. We show only what you're interested in. And also within this conversation, I hope we also will be able to show it's the next level. I would say this type of sports book should be the next generation, because traditional with all this tons of information and drops down, it's like so long in the market. It's time to change, and the newer generation of players are demanding a different way of interaction.
Well, as you know, a lot of operators are watching us, and I'm just curious, what exactly all those things that you explained us today mean for them? So does it mean like BetHarmony will replace the traditional interface, or is it just adding a new way of delivering that experience?
Yeah, it's a good question, because completely changing, I hope it will happen somewhere gradually. For now, we will be offering like alternative versions. You will be able to switch between traditional and new way of interaction. So up to the users, because users are need time to adapt. And I think this is the beauty of having this freedom. But eventually, I believe our interfaces will change. Like, look, it's already evolving in all other industries.
Yeah.
And I know iGaming is like, whenever it's working good, let's not touch it until it's really pushed and you have real problem. And we know the problem is coming, because player acquisition is like really complex.
Yeah.
It's very more and more difficult. And that's why retention is a key. You don't want to use your players, and you need to evolve with the service you offer.
And it is expensive.
Yeah.
I mean, in the past, a lot of brands, they were focusing on acquisition.
Yeah.
But now I see that the real value is coming from retention. They are actually paying bills by the retention. That's why the revenue over there need to really hit all these KPIs and growth numbers. So definitely it's a good touch having it over there. Let's say that, operators, they really love what you're saying right now, and they want to maybe migrate, or they want to just get started with your solution. How those next steps look like?
Okay, two options. We deliver BetHarmony as a nice bonus model when you take BetSymphony, of course, because it's a part of the platform. But of course, as well, if you already have your platform, you're happy with your platform, you don't have intentions to do any changes over there, we can deliver BetHarmony, this conversational multi-agent separately on the platform. This is also possible to integrate. It's like a separate product by itself. What we do, we conduct a discovery, understanding what are your needs, and see how the process of integration will look, what you need. Perhaps you don't need customer support, you want just like betting experience, or what is other complexities, and how, depending on how deep the integration will go, the more of the richer experience the user will have.
All those things that you explained today, they're super exciting, and I'm sure the launch, is going to be also exciting for your partners and for your team as well. I'm curious, what's the next major chapter right after the launch for BetSymphony?
We kind of launch, we are expanding and have to roll out more countries. But I was giving this analogy earlier. So women, when they are pregnant, it's like a very exciting and important period, very responsible. You wait until delivery date and you think it's over, but it's not over, because it's just like big milestone is done, but then the new, even more exciting and beautiful chapter starts of having all these responses from the market, responses from the users or from the clients, and like being able to tune and twist and calibrate and make it even better. So this is an exciting moment for us. And as well, we roll out shortly after this a turnkey model. Why we do this? Not everybody is ready to take over the source code. It's comes with responsibility and certain maturity. So therefore, we offer turnkey as the pre-step for somebody to take over it later. So we are launching this turnkey, and it will be a great opportunity for somebody to sometime learn with us and then take a source code later, still following this Prometheus story of giving the fire to operators.
I love the analogy. You're working with a technology that is really advancing super fast. And also you're in iGaming. It is highly demanding industry. So you definitely need to observe the market and technology. And of course, carry your partners along the way with the new updates and new demands. So definitely, I guess it's going to be a good journey, but a lot of learnings, right? And execution.
A lot of journey, a lot of learnings, not always getting what you want as a result, but what you have to do, you do your best. You do your best from all the sides, and sometimes result is not always as you want, but sometimes like with this Ironman. So my result was not great. I was not in my best shape. I did my best, but at the end I got this qualification for the World Championship. So
that's
great,
amazing.
great.
Congratulations one more time. So if our listeners today, they should remember one thing from this conversation, what should it be?
A lot of things. Okay. BetSymphony is a new iGaming platform with solid features. It's all having all must-haves with a tweak of nice flavored AI. And the most interesting is it's no revenue share platform like nobody else.
That's very well said. So I'm so excited. And also you promised me a demo. So I'm very, very, much looking forward to that one as well.
Sure.
So that's going to be great. I try to be at your launch event. So let's arrange that one as well. And you said that you'll be heading to Lisbon, right? As the next event?
Yeah, next event will be Lisbon. We will not have our expo booth there, but we will arrange a business event around that. So if you wish to be invited, let us know. We will talk further about AI. We didn't have time to dive deeper. We do put a lot in R&D also there to get out more and help other companies to go this way. So we can talk with you about those cases over there. Team will be there. Founder will be also there. So let's meet.
And for those who don't want to wait for SVC Lisbon, how they can reach out to you? You're super active on LinkedIn, maybe your website. You can tell us more on that.
Yeah, all the normal a website or social media are available. you can reach me directly as well. We are really super approachable and eager to help you and to consult, even if you're not intending to do big changes now, but like even consultancy on AI is something we are super passionate about. So you can approach for these cases.
So your next big endurance race is going to be probably the launch, but I was
Yes.
wondering what's your next competition when it comes to the endurance sports? Are you going somewhere here in Europe?
No, unfortunately, not Europe, or fortunately, not Europe. It will be full distance Ironman in Mexico, in Cozumel.
Wow.
This year, we consciously decided to skip championships, full distance and half distance, because last year we've been to all of that, and my husband said enough of travels. So everything I do will be qualification for 2027. 70.3 is there, so just full distance, hopefully in Mexico.
Well, good luck over there. And if you go to Cozumel, you need to try scuba diving. They have beautiful reef over there. So I spent
am a scuba diver.
All right. So let's do that. Maybe we should do it one day together.
A podcast over there. How about that in Mexico?
Underwater, right?
Yeah.
Beautiful. I would love that, Valentyna. Valentyna, thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. I know you have got the Ironman hangover and it was really tough for you, but you came over and you joined us today. You shared all the knowledge that you have and the great solutions that you're offering at BetSymphony. I wish you a great launch, first of all, and also maybe good luck at the next races that coming up for the endurance sports.
I'm waiting for you to subscribe into our relay next year.
I will think
We
about
need a
it.
cycler.
If I can be ready, definitely.
Oh, you're ready already.
My projection is 2030 probably. All right. Thank you so much, Valentyna. Everyone, thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe and follow our YouTube channel, and maybe go ahead and follow our Spotify. We are on all major podcast platforms. Apart from this, if you'd like to see more of our content, you can follow our social media. I will see you all at the next RevPanda live session. Thank you.